Mike Colomia and Mac Bello. Not a surprise how Coach Nash makes palasa his players.
Do more free throws, that could have been a different game ball. Overall, we go the team to instill a marathon mentality and give it their best, especially with the veterans who have played their last.
Sheriff with a nice pass and an extra pass, and Vigil will score.
Great touch passing there by the Tigers. Hustle basket para sa UST there.
Bello on the move. Bello all the way for two.
Just did not want to stop. He ran rings around the defenders of UST. That was lousy transition defense, by the way, if you're UST and Coach Bong. Di ka mag-
Still a 2-point lead for the Growling Tigers, and wow, another challenge shot by Karim Abdul.
Hindi madali yun, Miko. Hindi madali yun. Ngayon, tumatalon pa talaga si Prince Sorizo, and yet, still Karim Abdul confidently.
Marvin Lee to Dakiwag. Dakiwag all alone.
Dempsey napping on defense there. Did not notice his man go backdoor from the weak side.
Dakiwag, shot clock down to 10. Dakiwag fires and scores.
There you go. That's the Ed Dakiwag that this USC gallery is very familiar with.
As Mike Colomia fires over Abdul and he
Yun
knocks
na.
it down.
Yun na.
Welcome to our live coverage of Game 3 of the UAAP.
Pero humabol ang FEU kasi did the same thing. They forced 3 turnovers late in that first quarter. As you see, a nice pass there by Mike Colomia setting up Jose.
Remember to watch the UAAP live with Sky Mobile Pocket Wi-Fi.
And that gives FEU
22-20. Jose to Escoto from the corner.
They are spacing the floor out so well, Nico, itong FEU. Ang hirap nila bantayan pag may nag-dribble ng konti or tendency sa sagging.
Meantime, there's Mike Colomia, and Colomia will score.
No fear against Ed Dakiwag, who he knew has a chance to block him.
Colomia and the Tamaraos are back on top. Check this Cherry Mobile. Hataw sa bilis, hataw sa buhok, like the fastest Cherry Mobile player. Whoops.
Abdul.
Vigil to Abdul. Nice fake. 2 excellent fakes. And a basket is good.
That's a veteran for you right there, Miko. Just veteran moves, veteran composure.
Inside. Back to Bello. Bello against Dakiwag. Bello will
What a
score.
Hard to find anybody who can make a very believable ball fake. Karamihan, sometimes you can look back and say that they lost it in that, short 3 or 4 minutes. Same with FEU. Para sa FEU, you're a great team. You space out the floor well, pero ingatan sa pasa.
Watch the UAP live with Sky Mobile Pocket Wi-Fi. Kevin Ferrer scored to Pogoy. Pogoy cross court. Tamsi for 3. Yes, sir!
Wide open there was Tamsi because Kevin Ferrer was late to get back down. Nagawin siya ng bola. He did not stand up and sprint back to defense.
In the third period, Bello fires, scores.
Look out. Mac Bello, you can sense he wants to do something big for FEU. You can sense he knows.
Back to action on the floor. Tamsi for 3 again. Yes,
Guts
sir!
of Tamsi there, Miko. Gutsy shot. This one coming off a screen, and Dakiwag still ran after to try to challenge that.
KFC famous 5 on the floor. KFC knocked down away. Outside, Kent Lau for 3. Yes, sir!
Talk about patience, Nico, between Lau and Ferrer. Meron ka, wala ako, meron ka, ikaw na, tumira ka na. Nothing but net for Kent Lau.
Bello attacks, fires, scores!
Wow, the crossover on Abdul after his first 2 dribbles, crossing to the middle, catching Abdul flat.
Here comes Colomia. Colomia against Lau. Colomia will score!
50-50 ball sometimes wins you ball games, Miko. Ball is loose, dive on the floor, you gotta find a way to get that. Defense there, rotating to him.
And here's R.R. Pogoy!
Great screen by Denison. Inaangal ni Karim Abdul. Sabi niya that's a moving screen, but the refs let it go. Now it's an 8-point lead para sa FEU.
It's 5 to shoot. Dakiwag still has the ball. Dakiwag, emergency pass, Marvin Lee. Yes, sir!
Big shot for Marvin Lee. And just like that, Nico, that foul of Escoto caused his 5-point swing. Gave them enough time to cut the lead down to 5.
for the FEU.
We're about to start the fourth and final.
And enjoyed this one final game as a family. And as I take this last report this season, Weaver and DJ, I have nothing but assurances that never did they stop working hard to live up to their low heart.
Marvin Lee for three. Yes, sir!
And the Tigers are now leading with this huge 12-0 run. And Mac Bello, Miko, is not even on the bench. He's probably para sa Tigers.
Here's the Kiwag fires and scores!
And that was a wide open shot, very uncharacteristic of an FEU defense. You don't give up wide open looks from 7 standing up. It looks like they're going to fall back in the game.
Meantime, here's the Kiwag, step back, 2
Oh
points.
man, Easy Ed is just taking over this game.
Timeout FEU, timeout.
Macbello back in the game and back to work.
Parang walang nangyari. We're not quite sure what happened to him, why he wanted to get subbed and stretched out, but he comes back aggressive.
Kiwag against Denison. The Kiwag inside.
Oh, man. Easy Ed! Can I say it now? You gotta be kidding me, Ed!
Over. Tolomia has it. Tolomia to Pogoy, and Pogoy will score.
Good vision there by Tolomia to see Pogoy up ahead of everybody. And it's only a 3-point game.
With 3 minutes to Tamarao. They're down by 3 points. And
what a move.
is on the way.
USC gambled on a steal on Pogoy. They didn't get it. It gave him an open lane straight to the basket.
Here's Russell Escoto. Shot clock reads 12. Pogoy fires and scores. That's a 3.
And Pogoy says, doesn't matter, I'm gonna hit a 3. And the lead is back to FEU.
61-60.
To take the open shots para si UST. Not Ferrer, not Abdul.
And Tolomia hangs in the air and hits it off the glass.
And that's the second time that Marvin Lee's defense is way too high. Quickly.
Ferrer has it. Ferrer for 3.
That's
And
it.
the FEU Tamaraos will redeem themselves.
Final score
Champions of season 7 and 8.
62 for the new UAAP champions, FEU Tamaraos.
Coach Nash Rosella will get his belated birthday gift
Oh yeah.
in the form of a championship they will cherish.
And on the other end, Devin Ferrer under the basket. Trying to, absorb the moment, understanding what just happened, missing his opportunity in a championship before he graduates. Some USC fans giving him an applause. But this moment belongs to FEU. They survived that huge rally. Nalamangan pa sila ng USC. Nakabawi pa sila. Thanks to Roger Pogoy and Mac Bello in the end.
There's Macbello. He can barely stand. Cramping twice. Our team, one shot of the game, the champions of this year's UAAP men's basketball tournament, the Far Eastern University Tamarao.
They showed nerves of steel before that first quarter, that run of USC. They did not panic. They did not lose their composure, and their veterans stepped up and took charge. Roger Pogoy, Mac Bello, Mike Tolomia,
Russell Escoto.
Russell Escoto.
All these games,
Nakabawi siya dun sa bad foul in the third quarter. Hit the 2 big free throws.
all these guys playing their final game in the UAAP, playing big. As for the UST Granic Tigers, whatever happened today, this was going to be, such a memorable run for a
Absolutely.
team that was not expected to go into the
Yun na nga.
Final Four.
Yun na nga. Walang umaasa na maging top 2 contender, even a Final Four shoe-in. Well, I mean, Final Four contender, yes. But nobody said they were shoe-in for the Final Four, much less the top 2 spot, which they got. In fact, got the number 1 spot. took care of business against NU convincingly. Here's the last play. Kevin Correa just wanted to make sure he had a good open look, even though it's from 35 feet away. And not the same magic as he had in game number 2.
And there it is, the sweetest moment for FEU. They go immediately mobbing their coach. And for Coach Bong de la Cruz and the Growling Tigers, what effort in this season, in this series. They come up short, but for sure their supporters will be proud of their achievement. As for Mac Bello, who carried FEU in this game, they celebrate their championship today. We'll be back with our awarding ceremonies as we look at the final score, 67 for FEU, 62 for UST. We'll be back in a moment.